how do we calculate interest? Interest is equal to principal times rate times time, or simply is that I is equal to PRT, where I is equal to interest amount, P is equal to principal, R is equal to interest rate, and T is equal to time, and time is measured in years. So let's move forward. Let's have an example. I have a problem here. 5,000 pesos deposited at an interest rate of 3% for 3 years. Find the simple interest. Now, when you solve a problem, you must understand the problem first. If you don't understand the problem in the first reading, just read it so that you can understand. And the second way is find what is being asked on the problem. And what is being asked on the problem is find the simple interest. And finally, find the clue or the given information on the problem, which is the 5,500 pesos, 3%, and 3 years. Now let's have a solution. Now the solution is P is equal to 5,000, R is equal to 3%, or 3 divided by 100 is equal to 0.03. So when we say interest rate, that is in decimal form. If your interest rate is 3%, just divide it into 100 so that it would become on the decimal form. And T is equal to 3 years. So our formula here is I is equal to PRT. Just distribute the given information in the problem. 500 times 0.03 times 3 is equal to 45. Now, therefore, our simple interest here is 45 pesos in 3 years. So that is our example number 1. Now, let's have example number 2. If we deposit 1,000 pesos at Land Bank Savings Bank, at the end of 2 years, we receive 80 pesos in simple interest. Now, what is the interest rate of Land Bank Savings Bank? As what I have said, understand the problem, find what is being asked, and find the given information in the problem. So let's have the solution. So in example number 2, I'm sorry for the error. Solution, I or interest amount is equal to 80 pesos. P or principal is equal to 1,000 pesos. T is equal to 2 years or the time. And R is, this is the interest rate. That is what we are going to find out. So recall the formula, I is equal to PRT. Just distribute the given information in our formula here. So we have 80 is equal to 1,000 times R times 2. And 1,000 times 2 is equal to 2,000. Just divide it both sides by 2,000. And you have 80 divided by 2,000 is equal to 0.04. Now, an interest is in a percentage. So if you have 0.04, just multiply it into 100 so that it would be 4%. Therefore, our interest rate here is 4% per year. So that's how it works in example number 2. So let's have example number 3. If you borrowed 3,600 pesos from Philippine Savings Bank for 18 months, at the end of the 18 months, you will repay 459 pesos to the bank. What is the interest rate of this loan? So this problem is somewhat complicated, but we can answer it easily. So let's just help each other. Okay. So first, the solution. You have 4,059 pesos. Just subtract it into 3,600 pesos so that you have the 459 pesos. And the 459 pesos, that would be your interest amount. And P is equal to 3,600 pesos. T is equal to 18 months, and or 8 divided by 12 is equal to 1.5 years. Now, this number here, 12, we are all know that 1 year is equivalent to 12 months. So it's just the matter of a year or months or year. So that's how it works. And we get 1.5 years here in our time. And let's find the interest rate. Now recall the formula. I is equal to PRT. Distribute the given information in our formula. Okay, 3,600 times R times 1 This is 1.5, not 112. This is just an error. So if you are going to multiply 3,600 times 1.5, it would become 5,400, and just divide both sides by 5,400, and you have 459 pesos. 459 divided by 5,400 is equal to 0.085. Times multiply into 100, so that you have 8.5%, and then the interest rate is 8.5% per year. So that's how it works. Let's have example number 4. And here I will give you more examples so that you can understand our lesson. So example number 4, we put 800 into an account. The account earns 100 pesos simple interest with a 2% interest rate. Now, how long will it take? If you are complicated on this problem, just read it and read so that you can understand. Find what is being asked, and what is being asked here is how long will this take. So we talk about years, we talk about time, and identify the given information in this problem. So here, this is the solution of example number 4. So our interest amount here is equal to 100 pesos. Our principal is equal to 800 pesos. Our interest rate is equal to 2%. Divide it into 100 so that it would become 0.02. And let's find the time here. So the formula, I is equal to PRT. 100 is equal to 800 times 0.02. And the answer is 16 T, or 16 times 2. Divide both sides by 16. So we have 100 over 16 equals time, and it would become 6.25 is equal to T. And that is your, thus it takes 6.25 years to earn an interest of 100 pesos. So our T here, or our time here, is 6.25. Now let's move forward in the maturity value. It is the amount due and payable to the holder of a financial obligations as of the maturity date of the obligations. It is the sum of principal and the interest. Just remember this sentence or paraphrase. It is the sum of principal and the interest, and that is the maturity value. Again, it is the sum of principal and the interest, and that is your maturity value. Let's have an example of this so that you can understand. So example number 5. An amount of 200,000 pesos is invested for 8 months at 4%. Find the interest and the maturity value. So the solution in example number 5. So the given information is P is equal to, or the principal is equal to 200,000 pesos. Our interest rate here is 0.04 because in the problem we have 4%. And T here is equal to 8 divided in 12 months. So you have 0.66 years. 12 months is equal to 1 year. So recall the formula. I is equal to PRT. I just distribute the given information in our formula. So we have I is equal to 200,000 pesos times 0.04 times 0.66. And your interest amount here is 5,333.33 pesos. Hence, now this is your interest. In maturity value, as I have said, it is the sum of principal plus interest. So here you have the principal, and just sum it into your interest rate or interest amount, and you have the maturity value of 205,333.33 pesos. So that's how it works in maturity value. So let's move forward. Now let's talk about what is an approximate time. So remember, all months are considered with 30 days including February. Therefore, in 1 year we have 360 years. So all months, just remember this, all months considered with 30 days in approximate time. And in what is an actual time? It is the actual number of days in a calendar for a month which include February with 28 days. Therefore, in 1 year, we have 365 days. September, April, June, and November has 30 days. And the rest months has 31 days except for February. So now, example number 6. From March 16, 2021 to August 2023 to 2021, find the approximate time and the actual time. Here's the solution. As you observe, we have here a table. Day, month, year. In day, in the column, day 23 minus 16 is equal to 7. August, the numerical form in August is 8. And numerical form in March is 3. So just subtract it. 8 minus 3 is equal to 5. And year is obvious, it is 0 because 2021 minus 2021 is equal to 0. Now, we have 7 days, 5 months, and 0 years. If we multiply 5 from the months column in 30 days, since it is approximate, as I have said earlier, approximate time is all months have 30 days. So that is approximate time if you find approximate time, including the February. All months have 30 days, including the February, in approximate time. Now, if you multiply 5 into 30 days, we have 150 days. And add the 150 days plus 7 in our days. 23 minus 16 is 7. Then our approximate time is 157. So that is our approximate time. To compute the actual time, we just simply count all the days from March 15 to August 23. So we cannot, as you observe, we don't start in March 16 because we just in March we have 31 days. 31 days minus 16 days is equal to 15. So let's start on 15. So as I have said earlier that the April, June, November has 30 days. So as you observe, now 15, March 15, April 30, May 31, June 30, July 31, and August 23. So just sum it up and you have the exact time of 165 days. So that's how it works in approximate time and actual time.